Welcome to Make Shit Happen. This is episode number 140. 140. You know, success seems like everything just happened overnight. Feels like, man, all of a sudden, boom, you arrived. But, sometimes people need to remember, where they came from. Humility plays a big, big part. Humility is something that people need to be aware of. Like, it's not, and at any point, you can go back on your knees. I mean, that's one thing. I feel like your character means everything. I read somewhere your smile is your signature. Your smile is your business card. I mean, how you treat people, how you act with people, means a lot. And the older I get, the more I start thinking. Sometimes you leave impression on people, and that's very important because I think I've done stuff in the past, when I was younger that I'm probably not, proud of, but I probably didn't know any better. And I might, there might be people who don't like me because the way I acted, the way I treated them. But at the end of the day, man, nobody's perfect. None of the humans are. But I pride myself in, practice a lot of humility. And because one day long time ago, someone said, I read somewhere that money is like the dirt on your hand. You wash it and all the dirt just goes away. And so, you might have a lot one day and the next day, boom, gone. Right? I see these big brands, these big companies, man, 100 years old. I mean, they're staples, right? Next thing you know, bam, gone. And that's just something that I've always thought about, right? That it can all be gone just like in the blink of an eye. But who you are, what you learn, and what you take from there means everything. And nothing comes easy. Nothing comes easy. I mean, I gotta tell you a little story. So, we when we came to Houston, moved to Houston, I remember one time my mom said, well, we're going to go out to eat. And I mean, growing up, I mean, this was this period of time that we were really, we were poor. I just got to say we were poor. Okay. And my dad was making $1,100 a month. There was 6 of us, no welfare, no government assistance, no nothing. My dad was strictly against that. So I remember my mom is like, we got to go out to eat. Like, we can go have some burgers. Man, we excited. So Burger King, the Whopper was 99 cents at that time. When my mom when we get over there, I told my mom, yeah, I want the burger, I want the fries. And my mom was like, nope, no fries. I told you we're going to go get burgers. Whoppers were 99 cents. She said, you can have 2 Whoppers if you want. Don't ask for the drink and don't ask for the fries. But you know what? Man, that was like great. I probably pouted that day. I think I did. I think I showed an attitude. A couple of weeks later, we went back out. My mom had a bag of potato chips. She was like, you want potato chips? Here, have some potato chips. And she had the 2-liter Coke. But I mean, it was just so much fun. I mean, going over there and having, you just don't even think, right? Where you at? But I read this meme that said, I think it was by Angelina Jolie. It says, you got to be able to get out of the box where you were raised to know how big the world is and how many opportunities you have. Going to that Burger King to eat that Whopper was not the worst thing. It was really, honestly, it's probably the best thing as far as I can remember because I was with my family. I was with my brother, my sister, my mom, my dad. It was great. But it was thinking how conscious my parents were not spending more than 99 cents on that burger. I don't know. Maybe I get the humility from that fact, or the fact where we got our first couch from. And today I own a lot of furniture stores. It's just an irony. And I mean, those are just some stories that we have, right? How I ended up hooking people's cable because I figured out I can hook a cable box illegally, but it's neither here nor there. I was 15 years old, didn't know any better. Uh, you know, but what was it? I think the drive was always there. I want to make it. I want to get back to being how I grew up when I was born. Like you man, you know, looking at any toys you wanted, you got it. You know, you can get whatever you want, something like that. My parents had me like that when I was growing up. You know, we used to go to a toy store. They'd be like, you can get whatever you want. I mean, you know, that like the T.I. song. Yep, just like that music going in the background. That's it. You know, we had that just like that. But you know, things changed. Things changed for my father in the 90s. They took a bad turn. But you know, my dad was like such a humble guy, man. He's always had a smile on his face. You know, just never lose his cool. You know, always smiling. But that's just here and there. But you know, people say that, and you know, people get very desperate on things, and people get very antsy and patience. And I think life is like a marathon. It's not a sprint. You know, slow things. It's always happened. You know, slow and steady wins the race. So if you're one of those people who are listening to my thing and you're like, man, Sam, it's easy for you to say it was never that easy. No, you know, and I know in no way I'm done, because I mean I'm not there. You know, you look at me and say, well, you got it. No, but I look at people who have more than me. You know, I want, and you know, in 2010, after my dad died, after my dad passed away, I really changed some things, how I do things, and I haven't talked about this. And I want to teach people how I did it so they can do it. And I always talk about savings. I always talk about, hey, yeah, you should save money. But that's exactly what I did. I implemented these things in my business. And I was able to buy my first real estate, commercial real estate. I was able to buy my second one. I was able to save money, you know, just putting money away in accounts. And eventually, and you know, hopefully I'll do like a post, like a LinkedIn post, or maybe like a little small YouTube video. And y'all need to follow me. Y'all need to follow me on my LinkedIn page. It's Sam Zavery. My YouTube, Life of Super Sammy Z. I got a new YouTube coming in also. I'll be announcing that pretty soon over here. And you know, I do little videos over there. My Instagram page, more content than anything I put on Instagram. It's at Life of Super Sammy Z. I even got a TikTok now, you know. Yeah, so you can always find me at Sam Zavery, Life of Super Sammy Z. That's most of the places you can find me. And you know, man, that a lot of businesses, business people, I always say business people are bad money managers. Business people are bad decision makers. They, you know, they get a little money, they just want to they want to spend it. The faster they get it, the faster they want to spend it. I've seen so many businesses go out of business because they all of a sudden they make X amount of money and they want to live this billionaire status. You know, I saw this meme the other day. Man, I see a lot of memes, and the meme says the people who are wealthy, they don't show off, but the people who are poor, they show off a lot. You know, they don't have the money. They just want to prove that they have money. I see so many people nowadays. I see so many. I mean, it's a disease that's going around, right? Especially on these real estate people, the realtors. I don't know what they think, but they all want to put that persona out there that they're making so much money, that they're so rich and so wealthy. Look at me. I'm the boss person. No, come on, bro. You know, wealthy people don't show off. Have you ever seen Warren Buffett showing off his money? Have you seen Mark Zuckerberg show off his money? No. Yeah, you see these broke ass rappers with these big ass chains and big ass jewelry. And where they at in 3 years? Nowhere. Do you see Jay-Z wearing some big bling bling? Have you ever seen Jay-Z dripping in ice? No. What about Kanye West? Maybe one chain. That's about it. maybe one. And then you see these new fresh rappers, right? These new rappers, these kids just iced out on their wrist, iced out, you know, everywhere. No. Have you seen Bun B wearing a lot of jewelry? Nope. I mean, guys, Dr. Dre, what about Dr. Dre? No. 50. He got one chain, man, maybe. And that's what he was coming up. Then he learned the lesson. You know what? I'm just leave it like that. 50 making so much money, man. It's not even funny. The rich people, the wealthy people don't show off their money. You need to get out of that poor state of mind. You need to get out of that. You know? You need to figure out, hey, money is like the dirt on my hand. If it starts raining or water comes, it'll wash away. That's it. It'll wash away. You'll have some clean hands with no money. That's what you need to think. How can I save and how can I invest? The rich gets richer by the compound interest. By putting their money in investing. And I don't know everything about it. I'm learning, man. I'm learning. Yes, cryptocurrency is here to stay. I know some of y'all don't believe it. Crypto is here to stay. Crypto is making a lot of people millionaires, man. But what are you going to do with that million is the main question. You invested in Dogecoin or SafeMoon or Shiba, whatever, or Ethereums or whatever you made your money, or Bitcoins, whatever you made your money in, and you became a millionaire and you cashed out, let's say $4 or $5 million. What are you going to do with $4 or $5 million defines you. The $4 or $5 million is not going to define you because you go out there on a spending spree, you know, and some of y'all fake millionaires were on floor seats on this last week at the Canelo fight, you know, don't mean anything. Or you want to spread the sugar because you want to be that big ass sugar daddy. Don't mean nothing. You want to take them honeys and say, you can get whatever you want. Guess what? Money's gonna go fast, baby. But man, humility, man, perseverance, man, staying in there, showing up to work, putting in time, being patient is everything. And make sure you invest what you save. Invest what you save. Take some money. Take some money every week. $300, $400, $500, whatever you think you can make. Cut some expenses. You know what? You go out 3 times a week, go 2 times a week. You know, that's it. Go 2. I'm not telling you not to live. If you're gonna go out, just go 2 times instead of 3. Take that $100, $80, whatever you were gonna spend. Put that in that Acorn account. Get that Acorn. Okay? Put that $100. I promise you, you're gonna thank me. Put that in that Acorn account. Next thing you know, man, 10, 15, 20 years later, you're sitting on hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Get some crypto. Put a little bit, dab a little bit here, dab a little bit there. Make your money work for you. Make your money work for you. It ain't gonna help you buying those $500 Jordans. It ain't gonna help you buying them red bottoms. It ain't gonna help you buying that honey a $5,000 purse. It ain't going to help you. What you do today defines you for tomorrow. What you do today defines you for tomorrow. That's it. That's it. Why is it so important? Why is it so important, Sam? Why is it so important for me to save some money? Well, shoot, if you don't save it, it's not going to help you. Well, I want to live my life, Sam. I want to go eat some crab legs. I got it. I want to spend it. I want to splurge it. Why? You telling me not to live my life? Like my boy Bun B said, if you can't buy it 3 times, don't do it.
Well, if you can't buy it 3 times, you shouldn't buy it.
If you can't buy it 3 times, you shouldn't buy it.
If you can't buy it 3 times, you shouldn't buy it.
So let's just put it this way. If I want to go buy a $15,000 watch And that's all I got, 15,000. I shouldn't buy it.
Yeah,
I should have.
if you can't buy 3 of those watches and still live comfortably, you don't need one.
If you can't buy 3 crab legs, you have no reason, no business. You have no business eating some crabs. I know you want it, but you got to be able to afford 3 of them. Sam, I want to drive me a Lambo. Bro, why you want a Lambo for? Why? So you can get people's attention? Sometimes, a lot of, and we live in this social media age, man. And a lot of us just want attentions. A lot of us want attention, unwanted attention. Why? Why do you need that much unwanted attention? Why are you so thirsty? Why are you so hungry for attention? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, more and more women post shit with their clothes off. More and more men do stuff that they don't need to do. We just living in this times. If you're not posting and they think you're not doing it, I'd rather leave it like that. Privacy is everything. Sometimes it's better to be private. It's okay. You want to show off a little bit, do it. But not all the time, man. Y'all are hungry for that attention. Y'all are thirsty for that attention. Not everybody needs to know your business. Stay humble, man. Stay humble. Humility is everything. And give gratitude. Saying thank you is the best form of prayer you can have. Give gratitude. Gratitude will set you free. Thank God. Or if you don't believe in God, then whoever you believe in, the higher being, whatever God you believe in. Right? Whatever. And if you don't just believe in science, that's fine. Whatever. Thank you for letting me live one more day. Thank you for waking me up today. Thank you for given me health. Thank you for the car you gave me so I can go to work. Thank you for my job so I can make sure I can make some money so I can pay my bills. Thank you for the roof over my head. Thank you that I did not go to sleep hungry last night. I'll wake up hungry this morning. Thank you for allowing me to make breakfast for myself. Thank you for the brain that you gave me. God, thank you for letting me be sane. Gratitude is the biggest form of prayer. A lot of people want to, clear their minds with meditation and everything. It's very good. Meditate, on things. And people can meditate a lot of 100 ways. Meditation is not just sitting in a corner and, crossing your legs and, no. Meditation is everything. Meditation is just gazing. Just be dazed out. Looking at the wall, just dazed out. Don't even know where you are at. Where your soul is just resting. Meditation is just watching TV but get lost and you're not even paying attention to what's going on TV. Meditation is just taking a brisk walk in the park. Meditation is running 3-4 miles and getting lost in the moment. Meditation is where you clear up your mind. I think that's what meditation is to me. But one thing that will help you is what kind of relationships you have with people today. How do you treat them? How do you act when you meet them? Because if you act like your shit don't stink, then people will remember you that way. You gotta be nice. Gotta be welcoming. Because money will, when they bury you 6 feet under, your money's not going in there. Your Lambos is not going in there. Your planes are not going in there. All is going in there is you. And how many people show up to your funeral and what they talk about you and how they talk about you and how they remember you. You'll be gone just like that. I want to be that person. If someone says, oh man, he died, like, oh man, he was a good guy. Not that he was an asshole. I want people at my funeral. I want people at my funeral who at least shed a tear for me. I want funeral. I want people at my funeral to think about me. And you know, honestly, when I hurt someone's feeling, it just hurts me. Because sometimes I don't mean, not all the time I mean to hurt someone's feeling. Sometimes shit got to get done. But that's just what it is. Not gonna take the money. Not gonna take anything with you. Not gonna take your Instagram profile. How people remember you. Humility means everything. Nothing else matters. For sure, they ain't taking my money and putting it in my coffin. That's for sure. Ain't gonna be enough space, or they ain't burying it. They ain't putting it on top of me. So you know this guy one time, he told his wife, you know, he loved his money so much, so he made his wife promise him, say, hey, when I die, I want you to promise me that you're gonna bury me with all my money. And she did. She promised him. So the day comes that he dies. So wife, everybody buries him and everything. So the wife asks everybody to leave her alone because she want to fulfill the last wish her husband had. She goes, everybody leaves. She goes over there close to her husband's. You know, when the husband is in the ground in his coffin, and he's right there, and he's right there in the ground. And she talks to him a little bit. Everybody sees, people are looking at her. She bends down, comes back. So her sister said, what did you do? What were you doing? Were you saying last goodbye? She was like, no, he had this last wish, and I wanted to make sure I fulfill his last wish. And she's like, well, what was it? Well, his last wish was that he wants to be buried with all his money that he has made with him. So she was like, well, what did you do? Well, I left a check under his name with all the money. Let him cash his check. Man, when you are gone, the money does not matter, bro. You cannot cash that check. So live a little, save a lot, have good times, love people, be humble, smile, knock that ego off. And just remember, it's here one day, next day it's gone, just like us. You know, just like that song that's coming in the background. One day you're here, baby, and then you're gone. Yep, what you know about that song? So hey, go ahead. Thanks for listening to this episode number 140 with your boy Sammy Z of Make Shit Happen podcast. If you like this episode, please share it with a friend, a coworker. You know, send somebody this link. Copy the link, paste it, and text it. Start a conversation with a couple of your friends about this topic that I talked about today. Next week, we'll be back with our regular format with some guests. We'll be bringing some good, amazing guests to our podcast back again. And I want to do the solo one, just some stuff that was on my mind. And since I have this platform, I want to just vent once in a while. And that was just like, you can call it a venting session. Thank you, everybody. Now let's go out there and make shit happen.